If you've watched this show before, you know that it can run maybe a little long. I do like to go in depth on the history of products or talk really in depth about my live, unvarnished reactions to an item. But sometimes you just gotta review a product quickly, get in and out, and be done with it. And I'm gonna do that with 6 new and new-ish candy products in this episode in what I'm calling the speed run. Nerds Gummy Clusters. So basically this is Nerds rope chopped up, I guess, basically. I find the packaging a little strange, but if you like Nerds rope, these are pretty good because it's basically a Nerds rope without the inconvenience of that long, thin strand that you have Nerds falling off of all the time. You don't have that here. You just reach in, you grab a little bit. These are kind of smaller Nerds, so you don't have the big Nerd pieces falling off. Has that same taste of Nerds rope, that kind of tangy crunch. A little bit of chew in the center. Pretty good. Jelly Belly Gummies. Now they call these gummies, but these are specifically vegan with no animal gelatin, so let's see how gummy they really are. Pretty good size. I gotta say, I don't really get the point of these. They're not really gummy, they're more sticky. They kind of remind me a little bit of like a cinnamon bear, maybe that kind of consistency. Definitely not like anything that is usually labeled as gummy. They're very sticky, they're really sticking to my teeth. And the flavors are also pretty muted, so I'm not really that impressed with how these taste or the texture. So unless you're specifically looking for a vegan candy, I would give these a pass. Trolli Sour Crunchy Crawlers Candy Shell Chewy Center. And hey, they'll make you say, I got the crunchy munchies. Settle down. Well, I don't know that I'm in love with the flavor combinations. They've got strawberry watermelon, cherry lime, and raspberry orange. I think I might have liked raspberry orange the best. But at any rate, the texture on these is kind of fun. It's actually similar to the Nerds clusters. Kind of got that crunchy candy outside and then the gummier inside. And it's also got a pretty good level of tartness for a mass market candy. So if you're looking for a sour candy with a fun contrast of textures, these are pretty good. Sort of similar to the Nerds clusters, Charleston Chew rollers. Take a long, skinny candy that isn't necessarily that easy to eat and make it bite-sized. Kind of looks like a raisinette or a milk dud. This does taste like a Charleston Chew in bite-sized form, so if that's what you're looking for, mission accomplished. And I love Charleston Chew, so I guess mission accomplished for me. I do kind of wish there were a little bit more nougat in the nougat to chocolate ratio, but I can live with that. It tastes like what it's supposed to taste like. It has that nougaty chew. Solid product. I've had Kat Duos Mint. Those were pretty good. This is Kat Duos Mocha and Chocolate. This has actual coffee bits in it, so maybe I shouldn't be eating it at night, but I'm just gonna have a little bit. All right, so there you go. Kind of a darker chocolate, I'd say. And then there's the sort of cream with the bits, and really does smell a lot like coffee, although not necessarily very good coffee. But then I am a snob. Very roasty, espresso style taste. Not that I'm surprised. Coffee is kind of an underutilized flavor in American candy, I think. So with that in mind, it is nice to see it here. It's not really what I look for in a coffee flavor, but if you want a candy that tastes like coffee, this is perfectly serviceable. It certainly is as close as you will find in this country to the venerable coffee crisp, barring you go to, a specialty store or World Market or something. So from that standpoint, I think it's solid, but this just isn't the way I like my coffee to taste, so it's a bit much for me. Finally, the Snickers Peanut Brownie. Peanuts, milk chocolate, caramel, and brownie. So it's like a chocolate-covered brownie square. Well, it does taste like a Snickers brownie. Like a Snickers and a brownie just smashed together. You get that fudginess of the brownie in there, but you still get, all the caramel and peanut of the Snickers. It is like a Snickers where you just took out the nougat and replaced it with a brownie. Or like, let's say you baked a brownie and kind of layered some nut and caramel sort of topping on top of it and made Snickers brownies. Tastes pretty good. There's nothing in there you don't like. Probably a little too chocolatey for me personally. This isn't what I look for really in the candy department, very fudgy. If I wanted a brownie, I would go get a brownie. But a totally solid product. Tastes good, tastes like it's supposed to. You know, Snickers did a good job here. It's not necessarily something I'd be picking up every day, but it definitely does what it promises to deliver. All right, we did it. That was a speed run. 6 products in, I don't know, what was that, 5 minutes, 6 minutes? Charleston Chew rollers, maybe my favorite, just because I love Charleston Chew. I love nougat. I would say everything was okay, except for I didn't really care for the Jelly Belly gummies. I mean, I guess they taste fine. They're not like disgusting, unlike some other Jelly Belly products I could name. But this is just not what I'm looking for in this kind of product. Again, if you need vegan candy, great, these are for you. If you don't need to eat vegan candy, don't buy these because they're not gummy. I mean, even this is more gummy, and this has a whole crunchy outside, but the inside is more gummy than the Jelly Belly gummies, so there you have it. That is the candy speed run for now. See you on the next episode of Flax on Snax, which probably will not be a speed run. I'm gonna eat some spicy food, so if you enjoy seeing me suffer, I'll be there for you, probably this weekend, so I'll see you then. But until next time, I'm probably not gonna eat any more of this candy because, ooh, I just ate a lot in a very short period of time. See you next time.